Hi, this is Pam from Heart of Texas. Just want to show you a little bluebonnet album I'm working on to hold all those bluebonnets pictures that are going to start popping out in about a month. This is a 4x6. It's just a mini album that's really quick and easy. The cover is denim, and I haven't finished the inside, but I'll show you. This is a pocket that opens up to two pocket pages, here and here, and then on the back is some places just for photographs and embellishments. I haven't gotten all of that done, but it's 6 pages and each one opens like that. What I'm going to show you this morning is how I covering the jean pocket. Just thought I'd start with this and show you. Each one opens up too. And I used a, this is a tonic punch. I don't think it says what it is, but anyway, I really like it. I like how you can punch with it. It doesn't seem to hurt your hand as much. This one and this just kind of mirror each other. I keep forgetting about the backs. So the backs have this. So you can get, I think about a 3 3/4 by 6 high. I think that's what it is. I'll have some put in there when I come back. And this is the other page, the last page, and then it will have. This will be on the inside of the back, and this is going to be on the front. Oops, right side. I could probably just look at the better. And then we're going to have the denim closing, and then I'm going to work on some embellishments, sayings. So I've already cut my denim just with some scissors, but what I want to show you is the score tape that I used on it to so this would hold, because there's not any wet glue in this. It's just what I want the cover to be for the base part of it. So this is the spine. It's a 3-inch spine right here. So I'm going to put this on. All I want to show is this black bend in the spine. It's just kind of hard to cover them up. So I put the score tape on, and then I used my foam folder to just go over and smooth it down and make it adhere to the chipboard. So we'll pull. This is the back. We're going to pull this off. I'm going to leave the spine till last to see if there's any trimming I need to do. And you can either cut the edges off. I just kind of use this. I've been using scissors, Tim Holtz big scissors, and the denim cuts fine because I kind of want it to fray on the ends. So like this, turn around so I can kind of see where I'm going to put it. And this is what it looks like. It's just cut out, and I drew around where I needed to go. So I'm going to line the straightest, it's hard to say, edge up and kind of keep this up. And I'm going to trim around all of it, so I just and I want to stretch it just a little bit so that it will be smooth. And then I have a brayer that I like to go, not too much because I'm just working on the weight of the pages in there right now, since I can't turn that flat. Just want to make sure you have it worked around really good, like so. And Then I'm gonna get my big scissors, which I like a lot, and just trim close to the edge. It's just really easy. Like so. So that's the front and the back. And I'm going to do the spine. So I'm going to hold the spine up a little just so I can push on it a little bit harder. Let's see. I did cut this one to, I think it's like 3 1/4 by, yeah, I'm not going to hold it up. It's easier like this. 3 1/4 by 4, I think is what it is. So you can see all the score tape on there. We've all gotten colds or allergies around here. My husband had to go to the doctor, like 2 inhalers, steroids. Gotta love Central Texas. So this is the 3 by 4, and it's just sit on there. It's gonna start at one end and work around. What I want to do is get it, make sure that I get it on the enough so that the fold like that will stretch. Let's see me. And this one you shouldn't have to do, just very little cutting, if any. So all I have to trim on this is just, you can see the little seam, the jagged leftover edge right there. So I'll just trim it off with the scissors. And that's what it looks like. And I want it to go ahead and fray this. And I'll just have that. I'll probably put something around it to cover the spines a little, to give them some, yeah. Thought about adding some red paper, but I don't know. That's it. I'll be back. I decided that after I put the denim on, I didn't like it at all. So I took it off and I cut another 5 1/2 by 4 inch strip out of the red paper. However, it could have been a little bit longer because it didn't wrap. This is what it was, as well as it should around the spine. I didn't get it even. This is what I'm trying to say, which is nothing new. So what I did was, I didn't have enough paper, so it's just going to be this way. And to adhere this, I just had used the same score tape that was there. And then to just wrap it around, what you want to avoid is putting glue in this break right here, so that when you open your book, it's going to open flat. This one, this is what I did on this side. This is the back side, the one that's short. Let me get these to lie down. I put a piece of score tape right here on the edge, just almost over where I punched. You can see the white tape maybe through there. I doubt it. But there is white tape showing through there. That won't help. Anyway, so I did that, and then I'm going to just pull my, sorry, my dog is playing. Pull some the score tape off, and just run a little bead of the Scotch Quick Dry on the scallop part, and it'll dry clear. So there, and then just a small bead right here on the score tape, and then because I'm really not wanting it to get into that seam. So I'm just going to wrap it around and hold it like this. So obviously I would make it more than 5.5, and in my instructions I'll probably say 6, and that'll give you a good wrap. I've gotten the denim on the covers, the front and the back, and on the front. In just a minute, this is the page for journaling. I just did 3 little tags together, and I creased them or scored them right up here at the, just right below the brown circle reinforcer. So you can journal on these and write about where you saw your wildflowers and where you were. And these are just some of the pages that I finished so far. I haven't quite finished the flower, but it's just a work in progress. This has a nice little longhorn. So you can either put a picture on all the pages or some, whatever you want to do. These are just the ones I have. I haven't matted them or anything yet. I've just stuck them in here. This is a little closer so you can see. Just one of the stickers that comes in your kit with a tag, and there is nothing on these pages. Another page here. This is just a page with some cactus and some wind turbines. Another flower. We have flowers on each page. This one has a friendly rattlesnake. It's in among the bluebonnets. This one is just another field of bluebonnets. This one has a longhorn with some really pretty horns on him. Close to where we live, there's a field of longhorns. There's probably 75 of them. And it's nice when they come out for the sunflowers to graze out there. Some more of these longhorns. And another one. They fascinate me. And let's see, the gate. And you can see the back. It has some wind turbines in it. That's just about it. This is the back of the book. Oops. So what I'm going to do is show you how I did, or how we're going to do the front of this. This has, I stamped on here, and you'll get this in your kit. It says Texas. Just some barnwood paper, and I put some foam tape on it. It's loose. And these are my blue bonnets. There's three different sizes. You can see them pretty good. I just colored on them and inked them with some pink and purple, and I used some Winkostella on those too, so they have a little bit of sparkle. And we're going to add a cowboy hat that comes in your kit. He has gold on the hat band there, and some jute and a gold. I guess that's a yellow star. So what I'm going to do is just open this up a little bit so it'll lay flat, and we can this part a little easier. Just going to kind of place it just about right here. I want these blue bonnets to put a little bit of glue on that blue bonnet, just so it'll stay attached to the other three. There's 3 different colors and 3 different sizes. So these are also Deadbeat designs, die cuts, and of course it's much better color in these things than I am. But you get the idea. I just put a little stick of glue, stream of glue down there on that, enough to hold it, so I could just do what I want to do with it right now. And so I'm going to stick it under here, yes, just kind of place it till I get it the way I want it. Not like this. Here's my string. I'll probably use hot glue to put that down and put my hat on top. So it's just a really simple Western border that just, I'll turn my rope over. Hang it like that. So that's what we're going to glue down. This probably needs some more glue on it so that it won't stick. I'm going to go ahead and glue this where it is right here. Sounds like that's I'm using the fine line so I can glue this little piece. One of my stems is kind of weak, so I'm gonna put a pot dot under it to enforce it a little bit so that it won't get any worse than it is. I love the black pop dots because you can't see them stand out just as much as nearly as much as the white. So I'm going to put one right here, down in here, kind of protect that one, and it doesn't show. Then I'm going to put some on this, so it will have something to stick to. Just randomly. Here. And then I'm going to put a little bit more glue back onto this mounting tape because I'm afraid it's been pulled off enough that it may not stick like I want it to on these. And once it's down, it's down. Good thing about these is that you can just about trim them to in half or whatever you need to get them in the space that needs to go into so it doesn't show, and do the same amount of work. So what I'll do is stick this on really good, and then I'll come back and glue the string and the boot on and get the star on. We're supposed to have ice tonight, but it's nasty out. It's been cold and rainy, but it's not as bad as it was supposed to be. So we don't live quite enough north to get what Dallas is going to get, I think. They always get the worst end of it. So, just going to put a line of glue here, here, here. Should put the top of it up there. And then I'm going to stick it down just about over here. It's going to be about 1/4 of an inch from the little thing, this lace. Press that down really good. haven't stuck the star in, so I just have the back of that on there. So I want to kind of see where I need to put my star. These heads are really not cooperative with getting in here into this mess. So I'll probably put it like that, and I think it would have stayed no matter what, but I want to put a little glossy accents on it just so it'll lock itself in there really good. I'm just gonna roll a bead of that. This around the bottle, and again stick it in. I'm gonna just loop this back a little bit more. Just put a little block glue and pull my loop back. Just sit on that for a minute. If you want to get rid of all this, you can just turn the hair dryer on. Hair dryer. Oh, you can. So, stick that right there. Just about right there. A big old wad of glue and pretty much call it done. We have to have a little bit more glue stick. Pull this around once it's dry. Get it the way I want it up. Okay. Here's what it looks like. I tore the paper and I put it on some real thin chipboard, like cereal weight chipboard, just to back it because I didn't want it too heavy, but I wanted it to stay on there. That's it. I want to show you how to assemble just the basic book. This is the 4x6 chipboard, and on the inside, well, you have a 3-inch spine. Let me move that so it's doing that. You have a 3-inch spine here. I measured down just like about 1/4 of an inch. If you can see where I just drew a light pencil line right here. And that's just going to keep it straight while I'm going to insert the pages in here. This is what it's going to come like. It's going to come that's already folded and cut. you can see that this is cut at about, I think it's about 1.5 inches. This is going to be your pockets. And there's a split so that you'll glue each page to that page to form the pocket. So this is going to be the front of your album, and then you'll put the score tape on the back of this tab. So you'll have your pockets facing out, and this tab will be facing, will go down. You'll put your score tape on it. So normally you would probably want to decorate these before you put them in your book, but just to show you what you want to do, I'll show you the book, but I did go ahead and cover this in black so it would not stand out as much. So you just want to pull your score tape off, and I think I need to put a little, about an 1/8 inch strip on here. My score tape on 1/8 of an inch thing keeps falling off of the piece of spool that it's on. So this is a 1/2 inch spine, but the 1/2 inch was a little big for this, so I'm going to put some 1/8 inch over here on this side. This was a 1/4, and let's try to keep it from becoming such a mess in there when it comes unraveled. And put this here. Tape does not want to stick to that paper today. Just do it the easy way. There. And so then we have each one that's folded. Again, your pockets are out. I know it's hard to see because it's all white, but your pockets are facing out. And then your inside is just plain. This is your tab right here. So I'm going to pull this tape off. And just butt it. You need something that you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'll put this right here. There. Yeah, it's a little easier. I'm going to place it on right up next to this spine right here, and then my line that's a 1/4 of an inch is right down here. That's really the only one that I need because I can get it pretty straight from there. You can see it. I think if you just look at that. So again, I'm going to place it right here, put it up against this. This is the, just like a book, this is opening on the left. Put my score tape down. I'll try to turn it around here so you can see. And just push it down and varnish it. And this is what it looks like right here. So now your flap or your page will fold that way. Just take the other one, the next one, and do the same thing. Your pages, your pocket page, and this is going to be folded, a flap that's going to be folded back like that. Score tapes on this one. So now that you have it, you're going to just butt it right up against the other one so that there's not a gap. And line them up. And press them down. And go. You're just going to continue this process through the 6 of them. And you can go ahead and, if you want to round your corners or anything on these, you can. I didn't, but a little space there, but nobody's going to see it. And this is the 4th one. This 1/8" score tape is just not behaving very well. So I'm going to put a bit of glue right here, right on this final edge, because this score tape came off right in here. So put that right there. This is number 4. I'm just going to line it up right on that bottom line. And if you need to trim these a little bit to get them to lie flat on the edges, that one doesn't have any score tape. Maybe that could be a problem. Score tape on there right quick. Sticks to me, but it doesn't want to stick to what I need it to. So then I'm going to pull this off. And again, my flap is going to be facing toward the solid side and away from the score tape. It's going to be on the same side as the pocket side, but bending in. So I'm going to put this one right here. Press it down, and this is the last one. So we're going to just so here we go. Here's your box from looking down, so you can see how it fits in there, just from one end to the other, one bend to the other, and they just butt up against each other. And then they'll, when they open, there'll be a flap here, and I'll just turn. So, and again, I put black cardstock on this white tab. If you want to leave it white, that's certainly fine. And get down. There we go. This is our finished Texas Wildflower album. This is the third and final spine that I'm going to cover. The second one, after the denim, I messed it up and I had to take it off, and I decided I would use this one. Actually, I think I like it better. I cut it a little longer and it seemed to make it a little bit easier. And the cover with the blue bonnets on. And I used the Wink of Stella, the clear. I don't know if you can see it shine on there. Let me see if you can see it. And just colored that. The Wink of Stella gold on the cowboy hat. This is the journaling tags here that I just folded or scored at about 1/4 of an inch down and just left blank for you to journal in. And this is page 1. This opens up this way, and there are a few pictures that I got in here, and there's a space for the picture to sit under there. And this is one pocket, and this opens up to another pocket, and the pictures will fit in either one. This is the second. On all these flowers that we've done, this one has a space left open for this one with a little banner here, and this one is just plain. Here's another blue bonnet picture that just slips in and out. I mounted mine on craft cardstock. You can use your choice. There's no matting paper included. And this is the third page. This one, you'll have a variety of flips of flowers. And I used the Viva Decor pearl pen to make those. You just need to just start a little, just kind of hold it up like that, and you don't really want it to have a tip on it. You can make it as small as you want. Whoops, it's not very good. And just let them dry, and it won't take them long to dry. If you want to go ahead and, after you finished your book, just go ahead and do that. I just stuck these, whatever I had, just to keep them separated enough so that the gold would dry, or the gold pearl pen would dry. Here's another one. It should be opened up, but I've glued it down to put another thing. And this is another picture. This is a rattlesnake. Found a lot of rattlesnakes in the blue bonnets. Here's another picture. Again, here's just a cactus growing in with the wind turbines here, and oops, they fit better in some than others. Just another. This is a pull out with there's another longhorn on this page. This is just another sticker from the cut aparts, and you can slip your picture under here. It's a guitar, if you can't tell. Another one. It's another blue bonnet picture. Here. Obviously, just move them around wherever you'd like for them to go. This one, if you wanted to cut a little notch out of this, you can. I didn't, because I think they makes the picture stay in a little bit. They're not going to be flopping out. And this is longhorn, and just another blank page for you to use however you want. And let's stick them in there. This is the page with longhorns, and let's see if you can see that. Another page with longhorns. Here's another. You can put a tag or a picture under that. Pull it out. Let's sit in there. And here's the last picture, or page, I should say, right here. And slip picture in here, and lift this up a little and get a, or you don't even have to, just stick a picture there if you want to on the back, or just leave it plain. And there's the back of your book, ready to go. I can show you what I did on the bluebonnets if you want to. It's just nothing spectacular, but if you haven't done bluebonnets before, these come with there's three different colors of the bluebonnets. There's one, oops, two, and three. And I'm certainly not a bluebonnet expert. You can layer them however you want to. I did just the line in between, and I used some of the vintage photo. I'm just gonna do one so you can kind of see. I just went around it to shade it just a little bit here, and then I used some let's see, I think this was one of them. I don't have a, nope, that's all, it's all dried up. Let's see what I used. So a little blue. Let me get some of the inks because everything's just about dried up. I just went over it just a little, enough to give it some shade. And let me get these over here. I just used the Tim Holtz Distress inks, and I used I think I used some Festive Berries. Maybe I should have another one with some color on it. This was probably good. And just a little, because some of this has some, oops, has some, let's get a little closer. A little pink in some of the places, and just enough to give it a little pinkish tint, and it certainly has a little bit of lavender. Just followed up with just kind of to blend it on. I'm just sort of wiping the blue. I use, I think, a little bit of peacock feather and some faded jeans to get this done. Just gonna shake it just a little. I don't have a white pen. I don't know where it went or what happened to it. I think it dried up and I can't get it back to life. And every time I think about it, I don't have one, or I don't, if I go to the store, I forget why I'm there. So I don't get one. But a little bit of, this was faded jean that I'm using here. And I just used the same color on all three of them, just to give them a little depth. I know it's hard to tell in this what I'm doing. But anyway, so just continue to you get them colored kind of like you want them, and then I have a Wink of Stella pin that find my tiny pin, which should be somewhere around here, the micro point that I used to on. Let me look over here, see if it's over. This is, it's a Micron 08 pen, and I'm just gonna start just kind of filling in, just kind of, I don't know, just filling in the X's and O's, and I just kind of look at, I don't suppose there's any way that you really can mess up a blue bonnet. Just let it go. And I just continuing on down. Most of this is going to be hidden anyway, so nobody will know if you really messed it up or not. And then just a few little black dots in here. And then, because I didn't have a white pin, but I needed some white, I just did this. This is the white Wink of Stella. And I just want some white ink right there. I don't know if you can see that. I just put some white ink or glitter and ink out on the scrap paper, and I'm just gonna touch it around here to give it some color and some oomph on here. And it's really not too much white in here. Let's see, if I go over it again, it'll get a few little spots of white. And we'll let this dry, and then once it's dry, then I can put, I'll go over it. Let's see if I can dry it with the hair dryer. Or the, I don't know why I think it's a hair dryer tonight, but with the heat gun. So you do all three of them the same way, or however you like them. And there, we'll pretend that's dry. And this is the clear. Shake it, and I'm just trying to get it started over here. This is the clear, so I'm just gonna give a little fill into some of this and let it just sparkle. And that's how I do. Pick it up. And that's how I do the blue bonnets. And find a piece of paper that's white, and you can see a little bit more. Whoops. There we go. It's not perfect. I don't claim to be a blue bonnet painter at all, but it's just folk art enough, I guess, to work. So that's how we do this. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy a kit.